This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Minister of State for Defence Affairs, Mohammed bin Ahmed al-Bawadi, arrived in the Polish capital of Warsaw over the weekend to take part in the meeting of NATO Defense Ministers. Al-Bawadi is heading a high-level UAE military delegation made up of a number of senior officers and officials from the Ministry of Defence to take part in the meeting, which began on Friday and will last for 2 days. The minister was received upon arrival at the Warsaw Airport by Dr. Yusuf Isa Hassan al-Sabri, the UAE ambassador to Poland, Saeed Obaid Mohammed al-Kabi, the permanent representative of the state to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, and a number of senior officers from the Polish Defense Ministry. The UAE is joining over 28 countries at the meeting. The civil defence teams in Dubai put out a light fire that erupted at the Address Hotel Dubai Mall in record time without any injuries. Expert Lieutenant Colonel Ali Al-Matawa, the Director of Operations at the Department of Civil Defence, told Emirates news agency WAM in a statement that the cause of the fire on the roof was a short circuit in one of the apartments on the 26th floor, and that it was brought under control in record time. He praised the professionalism of the security and safety staff at the hotel, who quickly evacuated residents on the floor. The media office of the government of Dubai confirmed through its Twitter account that the situation has been restored to normal after the fire was brought under control, describing it as a limited incident. The hotel is the sister hotel of the Address downtown, which caught ablaze on New Year's Eve. The Water, Energy, Technology and Environment exhibition being showcased in October this year has shifted from an exhibition to show products of energy, water and the environment to an annual strategic platform to launch new technologies and major projects that shape the scene of the energy sector around the world. Wetex is organised under the directives of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, and under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Deputy Ruler of Dubai, Minister of Finance and President of DEWA. According to officials, the 18th Wetex is held at a time when countries from around the world are competing to promote reliance on renewable and clean energy solutions to be a part of the drive for a green economy and sustainable development. A recent report by the International Renewable Energy Agency has revealed that the UAE plans to generate 24% of its power from clean energy by 2021. Saeed Mohammed Al Tayer, the MD and CEO of the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, who's also the founder and chairman of Wetex, was quoted as saying that the exhibition serves as a comprehensive platform for innovation, as it annually sees the launch of leading products, not just partnership signings. It also attracts speakers and experts to present their views and insights on the trends in the global markets and to discuss the most effective and sustainable technologies in the area. He added that the UAE in general, and Dubai in particular, has determined the most effective and sustainable renewable energy solutions in the long term, and that solar energy presents itself as the major alternative to traditional energy as a sustainable, renewable source. Dubai police have processed 198,550 online transactions through their smartphone app since the beginning of the year. The app, under the title of Dubai Police, has been downloaded 1,372,762 times on Android and iOS-powered devices, as announced by Brigadier Khalid Al-Razuki, the Director of Smart Services at Dubai Police General Headquarters. He noted that the number of downloads has been on the rise due to the launch of a revamped iOS version of the app on Apple's App Store. With the new app, users can use the Police Eye feature to report any suspicious activity with anonymity. The app is also more intuitive with the newly added drive mode, which allows for a faster and safer commute in the Emirate, as well as the police station mode, which allows users to check the number of customers waiting at each police station, including the average waiting time, and customers can even issue a ticket for themselves before reaching the station, so as to avoid standing in line. The app also enables iOS features for the visually impaired. Abu Dhabi Airports company has announced that passport e-registration at Abu Dhabi International Airport is now compulsory. Smart Travel was launched in March this year to reduce the time it takes for a passenger to clear the airport's security checks by up to 70%. Abu Dhabi Airport said in a statement that travellers with registered passports will be able to use bag drops and proceed through automated airport e-gates. It added that e-registration counters at the check-in areas have been set up for travellers to register their travel documents as they wait. The announcement came as about 85,000 people were expected to depart from the airport during the Eid al-Fitr holiday, and that the 6th of July, as well as the 10th and the 11th, were forecast to be the airport's busiest days. Up to a third of university undergraduates struggle with binge eating. That's according to a recent study. According to a local daily, the study was rolled out by Sabrina Schultz, an assistant professor in psychology at the American University of Sharjah, which involved 236 undergraduates in the country, with 19 being the average age. The majority of the respondents, at 64.8%, were women, and all students participated in psychological assessments at the beginning, middle and end of term. The study revealed that those who admitted to binge eating suffered from frequent uncontrollable urges to eat unusually large amounts of food, followed by negative feelings of shame and guilt. 1 in 3 of them also rated severe on the binge eating scale, which was based on 16 questions to determine the extent of their problem. Those in the severe rating also fluctuated between starving themselves, overeating, and eating in secret. In her study, Dr. Schultz said that binge eating was linked to major health risks, including hypertension, diabetes, obesity, psychological disorders, reduced quality of life, and high distress. Off the back of this, experts were quoted saying that parents should not neglect changes or symptoms such as sudden weight gain or change in regular eating patterns. And if such behaviour continued at least once a week for about 3 months, a person should seek professional guidance. And finally, looking to other news now, Cuban fever took over at Asia de Cuba over the Eid weekend with the spectacular Carnival of Santiago. Guests were encouraged to dress with carnival spirit in mind and celebrate the significant period of Cuban heritage. Asia de Cuba at Abu Dhabi's St. Regis Hotel held a 2-day festival showcasing the Latino passion and vibrancy that identifies the Cuban culture. The restaurant brought to life the Carnival of Santiago de Cuba with talented dancers and musicians performing soulful Latin beats in the lounge, and offered a night to remember for both tourists and the local community. The guests enjoyed Cuba Libres and Guarapo, accompanied with mini Cuban street bites. A specially designed menu included delicacies such as avocado gazpacho, salmon and baked goat's cheese to celebrate everything vibrant about Cuban culture, including its delectable cuisine. The ambiance had guests dancing the night away in extravagant masks and costumes until 2 a.m.
For me, it's important when we do this kind of event to showcase what Asia de Cuba stands for, which is amazing food, fantastic location, great times and fun people. We're super excited for the new season. We've got lots of changes coming ahead, and we're expanding the roof terrace and the beach terrace. So there'll be a lot more things to do here at Asia de Cuba.
The menu that we selected for our Cuban spice, we just wanted to really use the ingredients that are in season now, and keeping in mind the season that we're in. It's really hot and humid, so we really wanted to keep the menu nice and light and refreshing. You know, we just drew from the history of the Cuban culture, specifically in Havana and Chinatown. So there's a nice combination of the Asian ingredients as well as the Cuban ingredients. In general, our concept and menu are really built around the Asian community that's in Cuba. So we've coined the phrase Chino Latino, which really speaks to the food in general that you would find in Havana. We've got a little canapé menu going on, so we have some empanadas and we have some croquetas and some roulades and a few other things, which are, again, nice and light, thinking about the season that we're in now, and should be quite good.